Hello and welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and this is a very special edition. So what you're going to see in a minute is me originally introducing this puzzle and having a go at solving it. What I did not appreciate at the time, I'd been told that there were some extra instructions to look at afterwards, is that this is a dual puzzle. This is unbelievably a puzzle that apparently works both as ordinary rules and as complete liar rules. It's unbelievable. Nordy and Math Pesto apparently had some discussion where they wondered whether it was possible to create such a puzzle. They've only gone and done it. And I can tell you the first version is excellent as a puzzle in its own right. So what I'm going to do, I'll show you the video of me solving the puzzle the first time. Jump ahead to about 24 minutes in the video, I think it is. No, probably about 25, to see me finish the puzzle and wonder what is happening next. But what is happening is that I've just gone off and discovered that this puzzle apparently has two solutions. It's mad. I don't understand how that can happen. So I'm going to cut here, and next you'll see me solving the puzzle for the first time, and then it's going to be me again, real time, trying to solve the puzzle the other way to see how that goes. I can't believe this has happened, but jump ahead to 27 or 8 minutes to watch me solve the puzzle the other way for the second time. Don't know what I'm going to do. I'll discuss that afterwards. Okay, see you in a moment. Here's original me, not knowing what's going on. Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and thank you for all of the kind words about both our 500k app, which is free. You can just download our app and just click on the 500k puzzles. 23 brilliant puzzles, very varying difficulties, some quite straightforward ones to start with, working up to some quite not straightforward ones at the back end. From 23 of the greatest names in puzzle constructing. Thank you so much to those guys for sending in their puzzles, and thank you for the kind words, as I say, and also about our Patreon content, a linked Sudoku challenge this month, and hundreds of correct entries already. Delighted to see them flooding in, and that the standard was about right for so many people. That's brilliant. So that's going on at the moment. Also, I've released on Patreon, there is a listener crossword live solve today. They're very hard themed cryptic in the times. If you're interested in the crossword content, you may want to join Patreon to get a look at that. It is not easy as a crossword. The listener never is. This one is a fairly standard difficulty one, which may boggle your mind, but it's certainly worth a look. Of course, we're doing Wordling a day every day as well, and all the normal things associated with the channel, all our apps and Discord, etc. on the links under the video. But this puzzle is called The Knight and the Knave, and I've been told to give it a go and then check the emails in our Cracking the Cryptic email about it. And that's really odd instruction, but that's what I'm going to do. I've been told to do it. I am an obedient sort of person. I'm going to give it a go. It's by Nordy and Math Pesto. Now, they are notable, both of them, as being pretty hard constructors, and they've collaborated on this, so that's a little bit terrifying. It's called The Knight and the Knave, but I'm not seeing a knight's move constraint in the rules. So the rules are these. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Digits joined by a white dot are consecutive. Starting from the bulb, adjacent digits on a thermo increase. That's the normal thermo rule. And the normal German whisper rule, adjacent digits on a green line differ by 5 or more. So normal rules, as far as I can see. And let's start off the clock and let's get cracking, see how we do. So these thermos pointing into the central box, well, they're for me, they are very well worth goodliffing, just to see what patterns of common digits we get. I mean, it's all going to be high numbers on these thermos in the center. Oh, I've gone mad there. High numbers in the central box, I reckon. Yeah, I mean, okay, none of those are 1 or 2. So 1 and 2 are in this area, and that means one of them is going to end up on the dot. At least. Maybe both. Quite probably both. But certainly one of them is going to end up on the dot. And if there's a 1 or a 2 on the dot, it must be sourced from 1, 2, and 3. Now, this is going to have to be low. We can't have a 5 on a German whisper line. So that is high, and this is therefore going to be low. German whispers, a couple of things that we've been mentioning in the last couple of days, actually. You can't have a 5 on a German whisper line because no other Sudoku digit is 5 or more away. And if you have a 6 or a 4, there's only one digit you can put next to them on the line. And the lines alternate, or oscillate, Simon said the other day. But that's high. So to get 5 away, this is low. So it's 1, 2, 3, or 4. And that means, does that mean? That means 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 are all on these thermos. I mean, it certainly limits them to some extent, but I'm not actually sure. Oh, one of those must be a 2 because of the dot. So that's not a 2. That's 1, 3, or 4. This is now high. This is low. These two are high from 6, 7, 8, or 9. That can't be a 5 on the line. This is low, 1, 2, 3, or 4. What am I not seeing here? Oh, this has to be high because that's 1, 3, or 4. Oh, this is the relationship I'm missing. Right. That can't be 4. If it was 6, that's a 1. If it was 7, that's a 1. That can only be 1 now. Aha! So it's 2 and 3 on the dot. Right, this has become 6 or 7. I don't know why I haven't got 8 in the possibles for that cell. It should be there. So this is 7 or 8. This is 8 or 9. These can't have a 3 in. That's not 3, that's not 4. That doesn't change that. Now I've got a 6, 7, 8, 9 quadruple. Finally, I get some benefit from the pencil marking. That's a 5. That's a 4. That's 3 or 2. That's 2 or 1. Yes, this is the key thing, of course. Look, those have to be at least 1 and 2 at a minimum. So these can't have a 6 on because they see them both on the whisper line. And these are connected, so there's an, yeah, one of those is an 8. I know that now. And that means this is 6, 7, or 9. This is high. Now, one of the, oh, I was going to say one of these can be a 6. One of these definitely is a 6 because 6 isn't in those cells. This is high. Ah, that's interesting. Now I've got 4 high digits in this row. And that means the remaining cells are 4 and 5. Right, 4 or 5 on this. I should have seen that a while ago. This can't be 4 or 5. 6 or 7, 7 or 8, 8 or 9. And all of these are low. Okay, 4 or 5 here on the dot means this is 3, 4, 5, or 6. This can't be a 4 because it would need 2 9s there. Ah, and that's a 1, 2, 3 triple. Right. So that's a 1, 2, 3 triple. 4 and 5 there. This is a high digit, 6, 7, 8, or 9. This is at least 4 now as well. I'm going to put 4, 5, 6, 7 there, and in fact let's carry that up to the end of the thermo. This is now high, that works as well. So those are small. Now I bet in some of these rows I'm reducing. Right, that's 1, 2, or 3. So this can't be a 3, or that would force 3, 2, and 1 here and break that. So that's not a 3. That is a 4, 5, 6, 7 quadruple. That's weird, isn't it? So that's quite useful. That makes this 8 and this 9. And this can't be 4 or 5. So this comes down to 1 or 2, which is unsurprising. That's not 9 or 8. So there's a 6, 7 pair. So that's 8 or 9. Now that's an 8, 7, 9 triple. Gosh, so we have a 4, 5, 6 triple, but 5 has to be on the white dot. It can't be a 4, 6 pair, so 5's not there. Sorry if I'm just glossing over something that's huge and useful. Dang, but I might be. There's a 5 there. I don't know. Oh, okay. That means there's a 5 here. I mean, this is the sort of thing you can suddenly see, and it seems huge. I don't know. Maybe it's doing nothing. Oh, there's an 8 in one of those two, so that's not 8. In fact, 8 has to be... Okay, that's good. Oh, 8 is in one of those two. And if this can't be 7 from the 6, 7 pair, that's 9, right. So now this is a 7, 8 pair. And that means this is a 6, 9 pair. And that means this is 7. Right, and I can run that up to the end of the thermo. Unsurprisingly, 9 up there. Now, what's going on here? Ah. Oh, that's very lovely and very interesting. Look, I've got 4 or 5 there, 2 or 3 here, 9, 8 pair. What run of 3 digits can I put here? They can't involve 9 or 8. Can they be 7, 6, 5? Yes. Can they be 6, 5, 4? No, because that would break this cell. Can they be 5, 4, 3? No. Can they be 4, 3, 2? No. Can they be 3, 2, 1? No. So we are literally left with 6, 7, 5. And I've got a 5 in one of those cells. So I know the order. That's 4 on the bulb. That's 5 now. Ah, that doesn't resolve this 4, 6 pair. That's 1, 2, or 3, because that's all that's left in the column, and that makes it a pair in the box. And in fact, one of those is 3 in the box, so that's not 3. 6, 4, 9. That can't be 4 or 6, which is in one of those cells. So that's 5. This is 8. Now, if that was a run of 3, it would be very interesting now. Ooh, hang on though. It can't have a 5 in. Oh, I can do this. It is very interesting, right? Because of this triple, I can't use 2 numbers from 1, 2, 3, 4, or that would mean that I had 5 numbers from 1, 2, 3, 4, which obviously don't exist. So I can't use 1, 2, 3, or 4. Well, I can't use 2 numbers from 1, 2, 3, or 4, so I can't use 1, 2, and 3. It can't be 4, 5, or 5, 6 because of that. It can't be 7, 8, or 8, 9 because of that. So it's 6, 7 up there. That's lovely. So 5 there. That's small. That's become a 9. That's a 6. Ah, that's a 1. Never forget the small whispers, because you suddenly don't realise how much they're helping. That can't be a 1. Oh, this can't be a 3. Since this became 7, 8. Yes, the small whispers. One of them is a 7, and that can't be next to a 3. So that's a 2. 1, 3 on the beginning there. That's 6. This is 2. That's 3. I've got these middle rows nearly fully done. Oh, well. As I say that, I run into stoppage. But never mind. 2, yeah, that's fine. Okay, now these don't have a 1 on anymore. Right, what about these? We've got 2, 3, 4, 8, and 9. Ooh, not very helpful. Oh, 5 and 5. One of these two is a 5. It's a very clever puzzle. I like it. That's not 1 or 2, and it's on a white dot, so that's not 1 anymore. Now one of these two has to be 3. That's the odd digit on that consecutive pair, so that's not 3. Oh, can we use the... Can't use this. Well, it can't use 1 and 2. It can't be a 3-4 pair because of that. It can't be a 7-8 pair because of that, but it's not quite as helpful. It could still be 4-5, 5-6, 6-7, or 8-9. Couldn't it? If it couldn't have a 4 on, that would be a quadruple, and that would be 3 or 4. But yeah, it's not really powerful. These are from 1, 2, 3, 4, aren't they? In this column. Oh, so the other small digit is going to be on this German whisper, with the one with 3 of them from here. So this must be 8 or 9. I was going to say whatever digit that is has to be here, but no, it could be here. Oh, but 7 and that digit have to be in these cells. That's quite interesting. This can't be 7, by the way. Oh, this can't be 5 either. Sorry, I've just noticed that looking up, because 5's got ruled out by Sudoku from these areas. So if that was 5 would be on a whisper line up here, which is impossible. So that is not 5. Actually, this is going to do lots. It gets me a 5 here. And 5 in this column is now on the dot. So it's from 4, 5, and 6. Is that not going to do lots? Oh, I was trying to concentrate on where 7 and 8 and 9 were going to go here. And obviously they're in these 3 cells in box 7. So one of them can be there, but here there must be one number from 7, 8 or 9 at least on that pair. So they must be selected from 6, 7, 8, 9, which is now a quadruple in the box, and that's 1, 2 or 4. 3 we know is on that pair. What about this thermo? Why is this not doing a bit more? Oh, that can't be 6 anymore, just by Sudoku, let alone by thermo. If that's 5, 6, these are 7, 8, 9, and that's 3 or 4. If it's 4, 5, that's a 3. Oh, this can't be 7, can it? Because you couldn't get 3 lower digits. 3 German whisper related digits. So that's 8 or 9. What about these thermos? Right, I'm going to fill in the candidates. 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5, 8. I was going to put 4, 5, 8, 9, but it sees 5 and 8. So only 2 candidates there. 4 or 9, I think. Oh, it can't be 4 for a lovely reason. If that was 4, this thermo would be 4, 3, 2. And what could you put there? 3 would have to be next to 2 or 4 again. So that's not 4, that's a 9. That doesn't really do a lot, does it? Let's try this one. Oh, does it? Hang on. 9. Yes, it does. It places a 9 here. I mean, it's not a lot. Ooh, that is something. That definitely means 7 is in one of these cells. Actually, since I took 7 off there, I could have known that. 9, 3, 5, 7. I can't create a virtual 4, 5, 6 triple there, I don't think. Right. I was going to look at this, so let's have a look at this. Oh, this can't be 4, 9, 5, or 7. And this can't be, it can't be 1 or 2 because it's the third digit on a thermo. It also can't be 3 because that would make this thermo 3, 2, 1 and you couldn't fill that cell. So it's 6 or 8. And that's a pair in the row. Is that right? That is right. That's lovely. So this becomes 9. Now 8's on this thermo with 1, 2 or 3. So 4 is up there, not in that cell. Now come on, is that 6, 8 not done it? It makes these 2 low. That one can't be 1. It doesn't actually do any more. That's really annoying. Yeah, it's really annoying. Oh, but we might be coming down to a small digit here, which would be interesting. 946. It's got to be less than 8, and it can't be 1. So 9, 8, 6, 4, 1 all ruled out. 2, 3, 5, or 7 there. This could still be 6 here. 6, 3, 2, 1. Oh, 6 is the only one stopping this being forced to be a quadruple. Can it be a 6? This would be 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think it can. Irritating. Oh, there's quite a lot gone on lately, though, so I dare... Oh, look, 2 there makes this a 1. That's not a 1. Now, does that 1 do anything? It doesn't look like it does. There is a 4 there. I can't... Oh, there's no 1 there. 1 and 4 are in those cells. Is it 8, 3 or 8, 2? Oh, that can't be a 3 because we know there's a 3 in one of those. That's not a 6 anymore because of this. Well, probably hasn't been for ages and ages. Oh, nearly there now. Come on, let's keep going. 9s, 8s, 5s, 8. 8's either on the whisper or in that cell. There's got to be something. That can't be a 3. That's hardly interesting just because there is a 3 there. Oh, that can't be a 3 either. Now, if this was 6, 7, 8, that would be an 8 and that would be a 7. Maybe the question's about the high digits. There's got to be a 9 in one of those. Oh, look, that is quite interesting. This is, because of those 9s, there's got to be a 9 in one of those. But where does 9 go in the bottom row? None of these cells have a pencil mark 9 as a possibility, and it now can't be there. Well, it couldn't ever. Okay, so we get 9 in the bottom row. 7 and 6. At least one of them has to be... Oh, and 6. 6 has to be on the thermo. One of those is definitely a 6. That's a surprisingly non-useful deduction. It felt like that really does something. 7... 7 is in one of those two places in this. Ah, no, that's good. That is good. Right. In this box, in box 8, 7 has to be in one of those two places. So suddenly this cell becomes an 8, and that's a 7. And this is not an 8. So the 8 on this German whisper is there. 6 now in this box has to be... Ah, no. 6 in this row is here. Oh, maybe that was available before as well. Anyway, we've got there now. 6, 7, 8 is the thermo, rather to my surprise. That's not 7. This is a 6. That's 4 on the thermo. That's 6 here. Yeah, now, come on. This is coming now. Neither of those are a 4. They don't have a 6 in. That's a 5, 4 pair. That's a 3, 2, 1, 4 here. This is a 9, has been for a moment or two. This is 7 or 8. No, it's 7. That's 8. That's 7. I think we're going to finish off now, actually. 6, 3, 8 up here. So 3 and 8 are the numbers on the whisper. 6 goes there. This is a 1, 2 pair. 5, 6, 4, 8. These can't have 4 in. They are 1, 2, 3 in some order. 1, 9, 8, some 6. That can't be 1. That can't be 2. This is a 1. Oh, I can do 4 and 1. The bottom row has been very helpful, and I've been ignoring it. Sorry, bottom row. You've been really trying to do your best for me. 2 or 3 there. That must be 4 in the row. And the column, actually. Right, we've got a 2, 3 pair up here. So this is a naked 4, 6 and 7 there. This can't be 3 or 4 anymore. That's a 6, 7 pair in the row. This is 1, 2 or 3. Is that not doing anything? 6, 7 pair, 9, 8. This is just a naked, well, not quite naked, but because of the thermo, it's effectively naked. That's an 8. So that's a 7. That's 6. Deals with that deadly pattern that was forming. That's not 4. This is 2, 3 or 5. I'm sure the rest is fairly simple elimination. That's 3. 8 there. That's not 3 now. Oh, have I missed some whisper relation? No, I don't think I have. 5 is looking at that cell. We're getting a lot of 2, 3 pairs now. 5, 4. Okay, let's colour the 2, 3s. If that is blue and that's orange, that's blue. That's blue, that's orange. Something might pop here. Orange there. Ah, yes, there we go. That's nice. Where does blue go in this box now? It goes here because that blue says it can't be there. And look, those two blues only share a common digit of 2. So blue is 2, which is appropriate for the rhyme. Orange is 3. We don't get a 3 in the corner. We get a 4 in the corner. 5, 4. That's a very nice finish to a very clever puzzle, actually, that 2 and 3 thing. So let's just get rid of the colouring now because we've used it already. There we go. And we can just finish off 1, 2, 1, 3 and 5 here, like so. And that's a very nice puzzle. 22.5 minutes solving and all good fun. But now I'm remembering my instructions, so I shall go and look at the email and be back in a minute to tell you some more, presumably, about this puzzle. Right, and now we're back, and I am going to have a go at the Knave version of this puzzle, where all the clues are liars. How can this be? How can this exist? It's mad. Nordy and Mathpesto are some kind of diabolical wizards, because this is insane. So let's be careful about what the rules are. Under the Knave, normal Sudoku rules still apply. Digits joined by a white dot are not consecutive. Starting from the bulb, adjacent digits on a thermo do not increase. Ah, that's why the thermo rule was worded slightly oddly. Okay, so I think that matters for these diagonal ones. Adjacent digits on a thermo do not increase, so they get smaller or stay the same. So these are slow thermos in reverse, and that may well matter. Okay, I'm gonna give you a suspicion that either those two digits are the same or those two. I don't know, but that's been worded very carefully. These are effectively reverse thermos, but they don't have to increase. They could stay the same as you flip between those two positions, but they're backwards. Other than that, now adjacent digits on a green line do not differ by 5 or more, so they have to be within 5. I mean, that's a totally different rule. How can this puzzle exist? I don't know, but I am going to try and solve it and try and not let my thoughts from the first solve interfere with how I do this. But that is a brilliant idea, Nordy and Mathpesto. I am going to restart my clock and see how I do on the Knave version. So I'm still starting with these thermos. Because they're straight, I can good lift them the other way round, can't I? Gonna do it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's gonna change the whole white dot thing in the middle, because now 8 and 9 are the digits I have to put in these cells, and they cannot both be here. That's what, because they mustn't be both on the white dot because the white dot digits are not consecutive. So one of 8 or 9 is in there. The other one is on the white dot, but that's a fairly meaningless finding now. But this, okay, and this is a anti-whisper line. So this digit and this one have to be within what? They don't differ by 5 or more. They have to be within 4 of that. So this is 4 or 5 now. Oh, that is mental. Right, and that can feed all the way along the line. So I just have to be very careful with how I'm using. This has to be 4, 5 or 6. So 3 comes off there. 4, 5, 6 come off there. Okay. Now, look, this is a quadruple again, but now it's a 4, 5, 6, 7 quadruple. So that can't be 4 or 5. This goes down to 3 or 4 because of the anti-thermo rule. 4, 5, 6, 7. So these are from, well, yeah, one is low from 1, 2, 3, and one is high from 8 or 9. Now, let's have a look at this. These are going to be high now. They can't be any lower than 4. So they're 4, 5, 6, 7, well, I suppose 8 or, oh no, not 8 or 9 because they're in those cells. This I don't know much about. That could get quite low. It could get as low as 1. Oh no, let's use this rule about the double thing. Oh no, 4 could be here because that could be 8. These can't be consecutive. Now that's quite important suddenly. If I could get either 4 or 7 off this pair, I'd know what they were. Now, what about this? This has to be within 4 of that. So at least, again, can't be 8 or 9. This one also, same deal, 4, 5, 6 or 7. That's almost a quadruple. Oh, if that was 3, that would have to be 7. Then this would go 6, 5, 4. Oh, it's quite complicated. I think that would end up meaning that was 4 if this was 3, but it's difficult to be sure about. Now, this is an anti-thermo though. So this one could go 1, 2, 2, 3. Again, this has to be at least 3. So now we've got a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 quintuple. One of these two is the 3 in that. And these other ones, well, that one is 1 or 2, which isn't actually very helpful. But 3 is not in these cells, so the 3 in this box is here. That's my first digit. That's a very weird one to start us off. Oh, gosh, this is so hard to work with. 1 and 2 are up in these cells. Oh, and 3 is not, is there and there. That's a 3. Now, this is the end of a thermo. Oh, I don't know. Let's just think about these a bit more. I hope I've got my relations of difference of anti-whispers right, because if I make a wrong pencil marking, it could be very fatal. Oh, it's so hard to get your head around this new set of rules because they're so different. Right, that's the tip of the thermo. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But not 3 there, obviously. Which is interesting. We're getting very close to a triple in the row. Oh, I want to know about 9 or 8 or something. Now, 4 is in one of those two cells, isn't it? Because that's a 4, 5, 6, 7 quad. So if one of them is a 4, this can't be 9 because that would break the rule. So that's 8. Right. That is probably useful. No, it's not. It's not useful at all. I thought it was going to do something in the row and it didn't. Did nothing. Oh, 4, 5, 6 triple. So that's 7. Now I do get a 9 on a bulb, which are allowed in this puzzle. So now we can't have 4 here. Yes. Now we're in business. They can't be consecutive, so that's a 5, 7 pair. Right. So I can take 5 and 7 out of that set, which are now a 3, 4, 6 triple. That can't be 4 or 6. We can't have 6 in those cells. This must be doing something. This 9, 3, 9, 8, 5, 7. We've got 1, 2, 4 and 6 to place in this box. That's actually quite interesting, first of all, from this point of view. 1, 2, 4, 6 quadruple. So I can now fill in 5, 7, 8, 9 along the thermo. This can't be 3 or 4, actually. That's a 6. That's 4. That's 3. This is now 2. And my prediction was right, that we're going to get one slow thermo join. That is 4 and 6. Now, these can't be consecutive, so that's not 1 or 2. These are from 1, 2 and 9. One of them is a 9, obviously. Now this is, this can't be, well, it can't be 1. It could be 2 if this thermo went 1, 2, 2. But this is now going to be low. This doesn't help in this version of the puzzle. Right, we've got a 1 there. These are within 4, so they're 3, 4, 5. That's incredibly helpful in this version of the puzzle. Right, so 7 goes here in the box. This is a 6, 8, 9 triple, but that can't be an 8, 9 pair, so it includes the 6. What are these? These are 1 and 5 now, and I can fill them in. 1 and 5. That makes that 4. Ooh, this is just Sudoku. 6, 7, 9 here, but we're not allowed any consecutive pairs, so we have to have a chaperone between 6 and 7. 9 is a chaperone between them there. This is 1, 4, 8, but these have to be within 4, so they're not 1 and 8. They include the 4. This is a 2, 3, 5 triple. I know nothing about them. This be crazy. Now, come on, let's keep going. We've got 5 or 7 there. So 5 and 7 cannot have 1 or 2 down here, because one of them is a 7 touching this cell. So that's 4 or 6. Right, that's a 4, 6 pair. This becomes 2. This one also obeys the slow thermo prediction or rule or whatever you want to call it. That's a 1. Now, these are all within 4, so they're 3, 4, 5. But that mustn't be consecutive. Isn't that brilliant? 8 there. I love it. 6, 7, 9 here, but that can't be 6, 7. So that's one of 6 or 7. And a 6, 7, 9 triple points at that and fixes it. 5 and 7. Normal Sudoku rules at least still apply. We've got a 1, 6, 9 triple up here. 6 must be on that so that it connects. It gets within. Oh no, it can't be 6, 1. That's too much. It has to be 6, 9, and that's a 1. Now up here, 4, 7, 8. That can't be a 4 and that can't be a 7 by Sudoku, but this now can't be 7 or 8, or that dot would be telling the truth and not be a knave. It is a knave. That becomes a 9. This is something else. What an experience. I mean, what a privilege to be able to show you a puzzle like this. It is insanely brilliant. I cannot begin to imagine how it was conceived, how it was executed. That's what I mean. I can imagine having the idea, but I cannot imagine how you would go about doing it. It's incredible. Incredible. Right, that's 3 or 6. This is a thermo going the wrong way. So this is 5, 7. No, it could be 6, couldn't it? 5, 6, 7, or 8. 6, 8, or 9. And that's a triple. Is that genuine? I haven't done anything wrong. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So 6, 8, 9 triple. 7, 4. These are from 1, 2, 3, 5 at the top. 1, 8, 9, 2, 7, 3, 6. That's 5 or 4. This is from 3, 4, 5, 6. What about this one? Can't be 1, 2, 7, or 8, or 9. So 3, 4, 5, or 6. Then we're getting bigger going down this way. Ah, that can't be 7, 8, or 9. So this can't be 6. So we're more restricted than I realized. 3, 9, 2, 4. But maybe not quite as restricted as I need yet. I'm missing something. It's not about the whispers. They're done. It's... Well, there's still a few dots to be resolved. Well, no, maybe only that one. And then these thermos, well, I mean, they're pencil marked. Ooh, okay, interesting finish still ahead. How could they manage that in both puzzles? Because it was a really good finish in the first puzzle. Right, one of those is a 6 in the row, so that's not a 6. And that's not a 6. 1 in the top row. There's only one place for it. It's there. So that's not a 1. This is a 1. Oh, look, I've got an 8 in this column. So that's a 9. Ah, that was very straightforward. Sorry, me being slow. 8 and 6 there. Now, I've got 2, 3, 4. 1, 8. Oh, didn't completely go then. Come on. 7, 1, 9, 4, 6, 1. So this is 2, 5, 7, or 8. It's getting interesting. Maybe avoiding the 7, 8 pair is going to actually matter. Yes, if this was 2, 3, or 5, these would form a triple, and that would be a 7, 8 pair, which isn't allowed. So this is not 2, 3, or 5, and it also sees 9, 4, 6, and 1, and 7. So it is the weirdest naked single I've come across. 8 there. Those aren't 8s. Now they can't be consecutive, so the rule has been obeyed, and this becomes a 6 by Sudoku, and hopefully Sudoku will take me home. 8 there. That's a 5. That fixes 3 and 5. This isn't a 5. Now, that's 3 or 4. This is 3 or 2. Yes, I've got a 3, 4 pair in the column. So what I hadn't noticed for ages is that 9 in this column was finished. And that would have helped. 2 at the top. That's a 5, 7 pair, which are obeying the rule. 3, 5, 2. That's a 4, that's 3, that's 6. Oh, look, I can do the 7 and 5 before I leave. 3 and 2, I can do this 6, 7, 4 there. And I think I've got this right. Now, there we go. That, oh, and it's quicker. In some ways, I felt that was a much harder thing. But I suppose maybe I got familiar with the patterns in the grid or something. That's an absolute work of genius, as I've kept saying, because it is. What am I going to provide as links? Well, I might as... Okay, I'll provide the 2 links I've solved off. The first one of which is in our software. And this one is also in our software, but it's a tiny URL link, which mentions the Knave rules. But if you can't access tiny URL, use the first link twice and just ignore the rules. Or rather... use the negative version of the rules the second time. They will be written in the description field. That is incredible. I mean, this is one of the most amazing puzzles I have ever seen. Hands down. It deserves and it merits a standing ovation for Nordi and Math Pesto to have created that. I am blown away. the stuff you get to see on this channel sometimes is unbelievable, and I am so privileged to sit here and solve it and be amazed by it for the first time. Thanks as ever for watching the channel. Hope to see you again tomorrow, although it won't be anything this amazing, I suspect. Well, who knows? Who knows what we'll get tomorrow? Brilliant fun. Thank you so much to Nordy and Math Pesto, who are utterly devious genii, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.